The uBlock origin extension is an incredibly efficient blocker, easy on both CPU and memory. The uBlock origin is not an ad blocker. Instead, it is a wide spectrum content blocker with CPU and memory efficiency as its primary feature, with lots of functions and features straight out of the box. So to start using this extension, we add it to our browser. After this extension has been added to our browser, we can then pin it to the toolbar. To do this, we left click on the jigsaw piece and then left click on the pin option. Now inside the toolbar area, you'll see a new shield option or icon representing this extension. We can left click on this and we can see some certain functionality behind it. So on initial view, we see the option to turn it on and off and refresh the page accordingly using that tool. We also see details about what's been blocked on this page, how many domains are connected to this page, and blocked since installed, as well as some other details. So by default, the web store is a safe website. So let's visit a website that isn't safe in the eyes of the plugin by default. So let's go to Google as an example. So if we go ahead and perform a random search, such as the word search, now we can start seeing this extension coming into action. So already we can see a ticker here adding up numbers, and it says 6 by this point. This lets us know the different resources that are already blocked by default based on the out-of-the-box lists and filters that are loaded. These include things such as the uBlock origin filters list, the EasyList, which is an ads list, EasyPrivacy, which is based on the tracking list, Peter Lowe's ad server list, which is both ads and tracking content, as well as the online malicious URL Blocklist. So by default, you have all of this information already stored inside this extension, and it works out the box blocking these different content scripts, advert scripts, JavaScript and tracking options. So let's go ahead and look into some more detail. So on this page, as you can see, they block 6, which is 20%. There's 2 domains connected to this page, and it lets us know what's been blocked since installed. We then have the options below this. One is the Zapper Mode. Now this is a really unique function which allows us to basically treat the tool or the website as almost like an inspector. And we can go through, we can see different areas and we can zap them. So for example, we can see an image here or an image behind this. If we click to zap this, it then blocks that functionality, or it blocks that from appearing. So again, click to zap this and we can take these resources out of the page. Again, click to zap and let's take out the map, for example, and it's taking out or blocking this content as we go through for this rule. We then have the Eyedropper Tool, which basically lets us pick an element or find out more details about it. So let's say we want to know more about this, we can click, and here we can see details about this image. We can see where the image is located, we can see the different identifiers are linked through to it, we can see the option to pick another one, we can see the option to create another one or remove it, and so on and so forth. So it comes with lots of tools pre-built for this. Then we have the ability to see the whole logger for the page, where you open up this option, you refresh, and here it starts to show us a bit like a search inspect console, where you can see all of the information on this page that's currently being filtered or logged. So here we see the different scripts that are being blocked, and this is related to the Gen 204 option. Finally, we then also see the option to open the dashboard. Now this dashboard gives us all the tools behind it. So for example, one of these options related in the settings is hide placeholders of blocked elements. If we go ahead and take this off and then we refresh this page, now when we go ahead and remove an image, let's see how it functions. Rather than remove the image entirely, it adds the placeholder image behind it. So it lets us know with this grayscale box what was there and no longer isn't. We also have other options to, for example, disable the tooltips, make it colorblind friendly, enable cloud storage support, make use of the context menu where appropriate, which is the right click menu, and then allow us to have other aspects as well. So there's lots of different options inside here, including the pre-built filters lists allowing us to select what we want to use. So by default, for example, we could decide that we don't mind about these lists, we apply the changes, we refresh the page, and instantly we see it's not blocking as much, it's only blocking one because we aren't using these lists. If we add another list, apply the changes, refresh the page, we can still see it's one because it wasn't being picked up previously. So let's try using the full lists again, apply the changes, refresh the page, and now we can see it's 5 because it's grabbing the other content or rules from these lists. You also have the ability to set trusted sites as well. So for example, if we add here google.com and then apply these changes, when we come back to Google, you'll notice that the shield is no longer lit. It's a grayscale option because it's been whitelisted. So this means that we're saying this site is safe, avoid all the rules, act as normal.